Jordan, have you ever been to a hospital?
I almost died
Have you
multiple
ever?
times.
Yes, I
Yeah.
been in the emergency room.
Yeah. Shout out asthma.
Had to wait a lot. Had to wait a long
My
time.
favorite commercial was when there's like, do you feel like a fish that out of water? And I was like, damn, that's literally how I feel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. I was like,
As a,
I was thinking like a fish out of water, as in like out of place. That is a very like.
yeah, no. One time I was at the lake and didn't have my inhaler, and I really thought that like it was just me. Like we were 19 at this, or like either 18, 19. And so it was just me and a bunch of buddies. And at that moment, I really thought I was going to die. And my friends come downstairs. There's no service at the Ozarks. Like there's no service there. And my friend's like, all right, like we need to take him to a hospital. And so friend's like, hey Siri, where's the closest hospital? And straight up said, it's going to take you about 2 hours to get, because it's so windy.
Yes.
And I just said, I'd just rather die right here. Like, I'm not going to get in a car for 2 hours.
What did you do? Just wait it out?
Yeah, just wait it out.
I didn't know you could wait out asthma attacks.
Yeah, no, like I probably lost some brain cells from lack of oxygen.
It's not like you had any to begin with.
Exactly. When I got home though, turns out I had my inhaler in my bag. Just in the wrong pocket, bro.
And you didn't look? That's crazy.
No, I did look. Just couldn't find it. Yeah,
because you were dying, but you.
Yeah, no.
No, the closest I had it to that was I had bronchitis,
Yeah.
and I'm really bad. My parents instilled in me, if you can walk and you can talk, why would you need to go to the doctor? And that's not like a healthy thing.
No, not at all. My wife is kind of the same.
And I think it's a very like a poor white person thing.
No. I don't think it's poor white. I think
It's a
just
poor person thing.
It's just
like growing up poor. Like it's like I remember I had shin splints and back then you couldn't look things up. Like my parents didn't know what shin splints were, and like I was just like my knees hurt for 3 months, and they were like, but you can still walk.
So get over it.
So yeah,
Take some ibuprofen to get over it.
literally me downing. So like
Put some Robitussin on that.
so
thing.
when I had bronchitis, it literally got to the point where I was like, just mucus was coming out of my lungs.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
literally like it, like not throwing
You're
up.
just talking and just.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah. So we have to thank our fine men and women in the emergency rooms.
Hey, no, shout out to all the healthcare workers out there. Shout out to everybody that's working those late shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys. I understand that life, not to the extent.
No.
Not to the extreme extent.
But the public service
But
of it
yeah,
all.
I understand the public service.
And then you quit.
Shout out. Hey, I'm slightly getting back in.
But politics.
Hey, man. Don't call me
Yeah,
out.
public servant. Anyways, but no, the reason I bring this up is because I've been watching The Pitt on Max.
Ooh.
And I very much enjoy this show. So what it's about.
Wait, before you talk about it,
Okay.
I just hate how like you've said it's good. I've heard another person say it's good, and it's like the number one thing that pops up when I'm on Max. I just have not seen like any commercials or any like promotion like from Max.
Real quick, Jordan, you don't watch live weekly TV. Where the fuck would you have seen a commercial?
I do watch live weekly TV every day. I watch TV every day with ads. I don't watch streaming service with ads.
But where would you have seen it? Where would it have been?
I watch ESPN every day.
Okay, well, Max isn't like those NFL things. They're only promoting themselves in those things. Like CBS is promoting their shows, Peacock is promoting their shows. Like Max doesn't have NFL, so they're not going to be promoting those shows.
So you're saying they would never put like a Game of Thrones anything on ESPN?
Game of Thrones is different.
I'm just saying, promote Pitt a little bit more on whatever, even like.
But for people who avoid ads like the plague, like I don't want to hear that shit. You're like, I don't want to watch ads ever, and then you're like, promote it. Why aren't you promoting it more? That's such a cockamamie bullshit thing.
You know what? It is.
I should have heard more about this from the things that I avoid at all costs.
Facts.
Yeah, fuck you. No, you're wrong.
I hear other shows. How do I hear other shows?
Because I just told you why. Peacock promotes their show. CBS promotes their shows. They're not cross promoting.
They cross promote all the time,
but they're not for. I mean, do you see Harley Quinn getting promoted over on ESPN? No, you don't.
I did see. No, I was watching Max. That's how I got that.
Yeah, what?
They never.
That's what you sound like to me.
You look stupid.
Yeah, that's what you sound like to me.
Oh my god!
Because you're just making bullshit. I'm glad we got into that before the actual show.
You know what? Don't even care about the Pitt anymore. Because I haven't seen the trailer or anything for it. So
you're so stupid. But no, I mean, this show, it is a procedural medical drama. It is about a Pittsburgh emergency room.
Okay, that's why it's called Pitt.
Yes, okay. It's about the Pittsburgh emergency room. It's all Pittsburgh, all this, and it has a really interesting cast of characters. Number one being Noah Wyle, who, if you don't know, he was in the original ER, and he was like the main character in ER, and he kind of is just like doing this again. And this is like written and directed by the same people who also did ER. It's all very ER based, like in terms of theme. And what's also interesting about it is every episode is an hour on the floor. So the first episode,
a 24.
Yeah.
Did you watch 24?
No.
Oh my god, it's fantastic.
So the first episode is like 7 to 8 a.m. The second episode is 8 to 9, and so you really get to see like the progression of the day, just the day, one day.
So is there going to be like 24 episodes?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Because that's one of the.
But a shift is like 8 to 12 hours.
True. Yeah, like my favorite part about 24 was the hour aspect. So like now that you kind of say that, I'm like super intrigued now.
Yes. So, and it's just got a really interesting group. You obviously have like this, like the interns, and they have their little drama, but it's not like Grey's Anatomy where it's like drama for drama's sake, and they're like I'm so hot. Like it's like actually like one person is coming in and she's like seizing and all this stuff, and like they don't know what to do, and there's like one black nurse who realized that this woman has sickle cell, and she's like no, but no one else had ever heard it, and stuff like that. Another teenager came in and he OD'd on fentanyl, and he has like his brainstem died, and so he's medically brain dead, and then like they have to like tell the parents. There's a girl who's like getting an abortion.
Imagine all that happening in an hour.
But like, and there's like a girl in an abortion. But that's what's interesting about it is like it does. And then you also have the issues of like the people waiting outside, and they're getting pissed off because I've been here for 5 hours, and they're like, "Sir, you have a cut on your arm." They're like, "Why does he get to see before me?" And they're like, the man on the stretcher bleeding out.
I have a question. Do they have that same character like sitting outside each episode, kind of like still waiting? Mm-hmm. Is it like the comedic relief a little bit?
No.
Oh, it's not.
It is very tense and scary.
I would love to see just a random
no,
dude.
because he's like kind of like a MAGA guy. Like I don't want to like put anything on him, but he's just like a crotchety, older, middle-aged white man, and he's just like pissed that he still has to wait. And there's like, it's one of those like, you know, like there are people dying in front of you. like if you really need to go get seen, you can go to another hospital that's not packed with people dying.
Bro, that's wild. Like again, like I was a public servant, but like, and teaching kids is a completely different thing, and I just couldn't be around just stress and death like that, you know, like people near death all the time.
And so it's interesting that you bring that up because one of the things that's really interesting is like a lot of these characters, and especially Noah Wyle, you see him getting like flashbacks to COVID where like they have PTSD from COVID. And like
Didn't even think of that. Oh my God.
And so once things start getting really stressful and scary and like filled up, then like it gets worse because then you remember like the worst of it when like people were just dying left and right. Because I mean, I remember when COVID was happening, like for like first like really bad.
All my nurse friends,
and then like our one of our friends in New York, he was working on like the HVAC systems in the hospitals, and like it was very important because COVID was like a partially airborne disease, and like they had to like do all this stuff. He's like, I saw semi trucks of dead bodies getting taken away from the hospital every day.
No,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Trucks full of dead bodies.
Yeah, no, I like,
and that's why he was like, stop saying it's not real. But
no, that's crazy.
But no. So like getting into those things, like it gets into that, and then you get a little bit of the characters because like they're still like have to interact with each other. Like there's this one intern, and she has to follow around this one nurse, and for a second there, she's like, oh, like I could really learn a lot from this woman, but then she realizes that nurse has an ankle monitor on, or that doctor has an ankle monitor on her because she has a past and she's made some mistakes and she's not allowed to not be at work when she's not at home. She's still allowed to work. But then like you see like their dichotomy change all of a sudden. And because she like is an up and comer. Her mom is a surgeon at the hospital. So she has like all this to prove. She's only like,
bro, I'm just imagining myself being a student teacher, and then all of a sudden I look at my teacher and I'm like, bro, you got an ankle monitor? No. I'm not listening to anything you say, bro. Like, what?
But it does get into the heart of that a little bit. And it gets into those things and like teaching about like empathy as a nurse. Cause like you can know all of the right answers. Like you're the nurse. That's why they came to you. But you can't be talking to these people like they're stupid for not knowing the thing that you just spent years getting a degree on.
I just want to say something, but I'm not. But
you're smarter than doctors. So.
I am. No, I think this is super interesting. What'd you give it?
I give it a good like 7. I don't. There's only like 5 episodes out, so it's nothing like crazy. We're just getting into it, but I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing.
Enjoying the ride right now.
Like it's because it's. I mean, the core of the show is medical, and that's what makes it interesting. But then the people also add on that little extra zhuzh, but it doesn't go funny like St. Dennis Medical, and it doesn't go weird
relationships
stuff for that. It like truly focuses on like just getting through the day.
Yeah, no, I think more. I'm confused why 24 didn't change a lot of shows. Like, I really do think having that hour aspect and really going through a day is, to me, so it feels like there's way more pressure.
So with 24, every season is one day.
One day, bro.
I didn't know that.
No, when I tell you, it's so crazy.
I knew it was hour to hour, but I didn't know it was just like the whole season was one day. Yeah,
it's 24 episodes. And like,
but then with that, I agree, because with that setup, you can really get into the nitty gritty of stuff without it feeling like we get into the nitty gritty of stuff. Because like you get on that granular level, like these conversations that you're hearing, you would never hear in like a big procedural show with all of these different characters, because there's a fuck ton of them, and they introduce them very quickly, but they introduce them in a way that's, one, memorable, and two, it kind of reminds you as you go. You're like, okay, and this is the girl who has the ankle monitor, and this is the girl because she'll be like, hey, you whose mom works upstairs, come here. Like, it gives you those little trigger memory things to actually like remember their story.
Do you think my wife will like it?
It might be a little, I don't know.
No, she likes medical stuff.
Okay, then she would like it.
Okay.
Because it does have a heart. Look, like the head nurse who's like running like telling everyone where to go and all that. She's like a super Christian white woman, but then like there's another woman who's Muslim, and like it's just actually like it feels like what DEI should be, not DEI like whatever we're talking about, but it feels like actually a diverse cast of characters that makes sense to be there.
Yeah, no. People people don't realize that the nursing field, a hospital is full of just different people.
What's funny is my sister is leaving the Navy and wants, or whenever her time is up, she wants to leave the Navy and become a nurse. And I'm like,
No.
what? You're just trading bad
No way.
for...
There's no way she's not making less money for a. I mean, I guess she does. She can go wherever she wants, I guess, but like it's.
I mean, once
stressful job.
Once you realize that the college is paid for, it is a little bit more money.
I forgot about that.
Like it does become
Yeah.
it is a little bit more money because then you got no loans.
Hey, military benefits are nice.
No loans and that. The military benefits are nice, but the benefits aren't necessarily cash.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, there's a lot of benefits though.
Trust me.
But
that's the thing with my sister. Like what she does, she could go and be an air traffic controller tomorrow, but that's not what she wants to do.
I asked my my combat buddy. I was just like, "Hey, would you do this job without all the benefits?" He said, "Hell no."
No, nobody would. And honestly,
Yes.
it's military is weird right now. But yeah, that's what she wants to do. She wants to go be a nurse. And I have so many nurses in my family. It's not even funny. That's partly the reason why.
There's no nurse that's like, you should be a nurse. Nobody says that as a nurse.
I mean, does anybody look at their job and say, yeah, you should do this, other than like an OnlyFans creator?
Yeah, no. So basically what we got from that is everybody needs to make more money.
Work sucks. Capitalism is the root of all evil.
We need less hours, less stress, and then people will like their jobs more.
Yeah, but that's not as profitable.
Yeah, anyway.
And we gotta earn these shareholders money, Jordan.
God damn it.
Anything for the shareholders.
No, Pitt sounds great though.
Yeah, no.
I actually do want to see that.
It's fun. It's on Max. Give it a try. It's procedural drama, but not over dramatic.
Okay, cool. Well, that's going to be the end of our show for this week. Next week we're going to have a great one. But what I've noticed,
are we?
Of course we are.
What am I not? Oh.
I got some things up my sleeve for you.
I got some things up somewhere.
Okay. Anyway, please, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, comment. How can we improve? What else do you think about us? Let us know.
Just call me a little stinker. Whatever you got to do.
He likes being called stinker. I don't know why. Do you have a baby kink?
Why would you say that? That's like the first time I've ever said that.
No, you like being called stinker.
That's not true.
Yeah, you are. You little stinker. Anyway,
stinker with a hard R.
I'm Jordan,
and I'm Joe.
And this is Double Trouble Features.